Hello, welcome back to the Larry James Show. My topic for you today is going to be a two-part topic. It's going to be based on clarity, and it's also going to be based on the reason people say no. People say no for two basic reasons. Do you know what they are? Well, let me tell you. The first reason they say no is that you're simply asking for too much. Makes sense, right? The second reason that people say no, they simply don't understand what you're asking. You're not being clear about it. You would be surprised at the yeses you would get if you're able to articulate your questions in a way that the person that you're asking could respond in a positive way. And it's not rocket science. It's simple understanding yourself. If you understand for yourself the questions that you're asking me, then I can give you more of a positive response. In other words, things will more than likely go your way if you're clear about what you're asking. Let me give you an example. I'm a speaker, and I speak at different events all the time. Now, when I speak to my audiences, at the end of my speech, I want them to be able to walk away with things that I knew before they were introduced to what I spoke about. Does that make sense? I want them to be able to share little tidbits, little quotes and points that I make. For instance, one of the things I like to say is that knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. Does that make sense? That's one of the things that you can take away, and you'll be able to share that with other people throughout your journey or throughout your experiences. And little things like that make people think. They make them question what else is possible. Or they'll say, that is exactly right. That is exactly the way I feel at certain times, whatever it is you're talking about. So always be clear. Always work on clarity. Work on being able to use what I call your elevator speech, which means you have to be able to tell me in 30 seconds or less what it is that you want. And I have to be able to understand it, process it, and give you an answer. Because another thing that I want to share with you is that the confused mind always says what? No. Speakwithlarry.com